Ooh. Oh gosh, this is so good. Mm. Hey y'all, hey. Man, this tea is so good. Hey you guys, y'all know how sometimes you put like a bow up here and then you don't mean to put it too tight, but it be too tight, and like it's fine all day, and then all of a sudden you get home and it's like, okay, why is this bothering me? And you just want to take it down. It's like a bobby pin, which I don't have one, but like a irritating bobby pin just in your head, and you'll take the whole hairstyle down just to get rid of it. That's what this ponytail is giving right now. Hey y'all, hey. Hey, I hope everybody has had a fantastic hump day. I had to make me some tea, and I sent my children of the corn outside. I said, y'all go outside and get out my face. Hey Maria, hey, I'm okay. How are you guys doing today? Y'all, look, I appreciate your entire ministry for the people that sent me a couple of messages today. Now, y'all know last year I didn't set my clocks back for like 3 days because I wanted my children to think that it was the hour before. So I tried that today, but Boosie is a year older and a year wiser. Aiden, not so much. Aiden was looking at the clocks and was like, oh yes, it's 9 o'clock. It's my bedtime. Right. Boosie was like, something don't seem right. I said, shut your damn mouth up. Shut up right now. Hush. Ma, that ain't the time. I said, it is the time. My phones, I said, your phone is wrong. Because daylight savings time came and messed everybody's phones up. Aiden was like, that ain't that time on the stove and the microwave. Even the Keurig say the same time. I said, that's the time. Scurry on to bed. So Aiden went on and did his nightly routine the other night, and he went on. He ain't even questioned that. Just then Boosie was like, no, I have an extra hour. Are you smarter than a third? Baby, Aiden, he wasn't even, baby, them middle school minds be blown and gone, baby. I ain't pulling nothing over Boosie now. I could do it last year, but this year was a little different. He's a year older and a year wiser. Oh, my clock still, it's 7:46 in my house. And I'm hoping that in about 30 minutes, they come in like it's 8:20 and go and get in the bathtub. Get into bed at 9:30. Really, 8:30. So I can go and take a gummy. No, I'm just playing. Yeah. I'm not. I'm probably going to take a gummy today. Let me stop before somebody report me to the people. Oh my gosh, she chews those gummies, them CBD things. Y'all know I ain't done that since I had my knee surgery back in 2021. Had me crazy. Look, y'all, I had got several messages today, and I don't answer Facebook messages. I'm sorry. I'm still traumatized. So if you've ever inboxed me on Facebook, I appreciate your entire ministry, but I'm never going to reply to a Facebook message because the last time I replied to a Facebook message, my page got hacked, and I'm still traumatized from it. But today I was seeing a lot of people were inboxing me like more than normal. And I was like, why is everybody messaging me on Facebook? Like, what in the world is going on? So I'm looking on my page trying to figure out what's going on. I was like, I do not want to open up anybody's message on here. Well, somebody graciously sent me an email. And honey, when I tell y'all, some of y'all probably seen it in some, because it was some people that replied back to this comment. But a guy on here was and the reason why I'm getting on here to say, because it's not funny. It's not funny. So don't think that I'm laughing because it's funny. But I feel like, not that it needs to be addressed, because I don't feel like I have to address anything, but I do want to say something about it because I just recently had this come up in my family too. So the guy was commenting under several of our videos saying that Boosie, but calling him a little N-word. So I'm just going to say ninja, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, this little ninja stay fly. Oh, this little ninja stay putting that shit on. Oh, this little ninja. I was like, what? Am I missing something? So, you know, people was like, I mean, what? Replying back to him was like, you know, like, kid don't like, you know, Boosie is swine. The kid don't like that, you know, whatever. So he was like, oh no, he light skinned. And they like, no, he's not. So cause the guy wasn't being, like, he wasn't being mean or rude. Like, he was just like, oh, Boosie, you know, he stayed putting it on, but he was just saying little ninja. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh my God. So I said, well, I don't use the N-word because Leah, right? Let us pray. Because it wasn't a hard time. Thank you, Diana. I just don't like using it. I don't like using it, especially now with my son being like, I don't use the word. So I was telling him that, you know, or whatever. And then, you know, he amped it up. He started sharing it to his page. Y'all check this little ninja out. Oh, this the cleanest little, like, he started like mass sharing stuff to his page from Raising Cultures. And I said, oh, he real crazy. But that brings me to the point of people in my family. Like the younger Gen Z, not like an older Gen Z. Older Gen Z is like what, 22, 23, something like that. But I'm saying, like, I have teenage people in my family, like 16, 17 years old, my brothers. And they will say it sometimes. And I just be like, y'all have to stop doing that. Like, it's not okay. Like, you know, and I'm in this little, like, when Boosie was little, he had already said it before because he heard it so much to the point where I even had to tell my family members, like, if y'all are going to say it constantly, then I ain't gonna be able to have my baby around you. Now, he, you know, they'll be like, Boosie will do something. And then they be like, oh, this look, it's crazy. Or, you know, it's like everyday lingo, and they refer to him, or you could just be having conversation, just like with one of my little 16-year-old cousin boys, guys. All right, yeah, all right, no, and I'm like, y'all don't understand. Like, y'all cannot. I know you're 16, but, you know, and so I had a conversation with Princeton. So after I talked to my cousin, I had a conversation with Princeton, and I said, Boosie, what did he call you? And he said, can I say it? So he already know that, you know, I've already told him that it was a off limits word. Now here he come acting crazy, right? He cussing Aiden out about something. And so he said, well, he said it. He said he called me, you know, whatever. And so I said, so I'm asking him, what do he reply back? What did you say? And he was like, well, I didn't say anything at first. What's the problem? Cause you look like Rambo. Why are you wiping your feet on my bare floor? What is going on here? What?
You can come around and get it.
Boy, go get the drink. Princeton, don't play with me. No, you wasn't actually. What y'all getting ready to do? Because now you stink.
I'm just like that. I'm going to shower.
Drink it expeditiously because you funky. Hell.
You got to stay on your couch.
Princeton, drink fast, homeboy. And turn it down. Does Aiden go out with friends to movies and girls?
Okay, good.
Never. Never will he ever. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate your entire ministry. No. No. So y'all, and I'm since Aiden is sitting right here, I'm gonna ask him to get his opinion. Don't come too close to me though. Stay right there. Speak up though. Speak up. You got that deep voice and everything. It can, you know, because baby, y'all know my gag reflex is real. I cannot smell like any little smell, and I can't. You know, I can't do it. My nose and stuff is messed up from when I used to go into when I was like doing in-home therapy and stuff like that. You just never know what you was gonna get. I'm not talking about anybody, but I'm just saying that the smells, it messed me up. Anyway, so the other day I was, you know, scrolling on these good old apps, right? Come across this video of this woman saying, thank you, Craig, I appreciate your entire ministry, saying that our parents need to allow their teenagers starting at age 13, specifically teenage girls, to date. And they were specifically, even to get more specific, they was talking about African-American girls, like black girls. So they were saying that because black parents don't really allow their black daughters to date, by the time they go to college or get out there in the world, they don't really know how to date. Whereas, you know, other cultures tend to date earlier, so they have more experience. Thank you, Nita, for the stars. Have more experience dating, and so by the time they go out, they're looking for their husbands. That's why, like, a lot of white girls get married so early, like out of college or, you know, stuff like that. Whereas black women, you know, it takes a little time because we're still trying to figure out what the hell going on. No, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. As a therapist, this is my thing. Aiden, do you think you need to go out on a date?
On date, no.
Tell the truth and shame the devil, son. If you think you need to go out on a date, just
date, no. Hang out, yes. Date, no. I feel like that's like the little grade stuff, cause like
So why don't you think? So you saying a date? No, but hang out, yes.
Like, hang out, I mean, like school games, like that. Hang out, or like some like Dave and Buster's, and like your parents are there, or something like that.
Yeah, hanging out with friends, right? So going out, dating, having a girlfriend, and going out on dates. You don't think that you should do that? Do you think that you'll be prepared to do it? You'll be prepared to date?
Yeah.
When you turn 16, 17?
Why you do that?
Why do it? Because
you mean, like, go out and date?
Yes.
Go out on date? Oh.
Yeah.
16? Yeah, maybe 14. No, not 14. 15. 15, 16. Like, probably dating.
Boost, you ain't nobody daddy. You definitely not going. You're never going on a date. A I'm not buying the whole kids need to learn how to date, but it was overwhelming response in the comments. They were like, and a lot of black women, they were saying stuff like, yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. Boosie, bye. Mullet, don't play with me. I'm telling you, you'll be in that room. But they was like, yeah, I just really learn what I'm doing. But I feel like that's a part of the growing process. Like we learn as we go. Like, what? Like, no. Happy. But yeah, so Boosie, you got a girlfriend? Yes. And I know you got one. That you're lying about.
I really don't. But you can tell me. Well, I said he like. I like her. She don't like me.
he like somebody that don't like him. That's about right.
No, I promise you. I'm not even kidding when I say that.
Thank you, Darla.
He said, can you tell me how to date? Or like, not tell me how to date. He said, can you tell me how to get her? I said, no. I said, you ain't still my style.
Boy,
Jack, did you or did you not ask for my way to get girls?
No.
Stop lying. I can say the girl name right now.
No, you ain't gonna say nobody's name on here.
Mom, this is Shorty my favorite stuffy.
Okay, this is Boosie's favorite stuffed animal.
I'm gonna go up there with you. I'm gonna shoot.
You getting ready to get in the bathtub. No, you're not gonna. No, push that in. No.
Mom, I'm not. I'm only gonna shoot up there for you.
I know you're not. Yeah. No, you stink.
Mom, change it to red.
No. You smell
Look how you smell.
terrible.
You smell terrible.
You smell terrible. Hey, don't strong arm my shit. I mean, I know your little muscles growing and everything like that, but you ain't got to do all that. Break my chair, muscle man. Oh, I can't wait for y'all to get out and get y'all own stuff. So I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna go over their house. I'm gonna slam everything. I'm gonna slam Camo, drop kick they children. Okay, I might not drop kick my grandkids, but sad. I mean, you can't have nothing with boys. You cannot have anything. They tear up everything. Zari and Carly, I ain't never tore up nothing in my house. Never. Not one iota of any inch of anything. Never tore up anything. Boosie and Aiden, y'all remember that self-destruction? You headed for self-destruction. It's destruction. Wreck-It Ralph in this bitch. And I'm trying to understand. Because every time I turn around, it's something that need to be fixed. Because they didn't wreck it. She said, you're right, I have 3 boys. Oh, Lord. Baby, I done had to start playing Miss Mary Mack with you, because what is we doing? Honey, listen. I'm sick and I'm tired. Let me tell y'all how. Let me tell y'all, okay. So, today, any day, I don't care which candidate you voted for, right? The day after the election is always like a heaviness, right? And so it don't matter if your candidate won or lost, it's always like that. It's always like you looking at people like, who the hell you vote for? I'm gonna get you, sucker. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And so, people sometimes just need to decompress and just, like relax, relate, release, right? So, today, I was like, I'm gonna go to Dunkin', get me a little coffee, and then I'm gonna go and window shop because I ain't spending no money. My husband was like, the end of the year budget. I was like, why are you looking at me like that with the stink eye?
I'm not.
I ain't talking. You my husband? Are you my husband? He's talking about, no, I'm not. Are you my husband? What you? I said my husband was looking at me with the stink eye, not my son. And so, I was like, okay, so I went and did some little window shopping, So I get back home and I was like, okay, well, let me do a little light cleaning. I go in my bathroom to clean Boosie's toys because you gotta scrub them toys down. You can't just let them keep piling up. Water, soap, everything. So you have to clean them. You have to clean your kids' bathtub toys. So I said, well, let me go ahead and do that today. I'm gonna clean the bathtub toys, which I try to say if you can't beat them, join them. Because I done told Boosie and my husband that he has a bathroom back there, so I don't understand why he continues to use mine. But okay. It's what? Right, mullet. So, not the budget. Has a budget now. Story of my life. Listen, Lynn, listen. And so, hey, best friend, April, hey. So, I'm in there like, okay, cleaning the little toys and everything. So I got a little, how you got a little burst of energy. And I'm like, oh, well, let me go ahead and clean a little more. So the other week, and I say week, because that's week. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I noticed my husband carrying around a Pringles can. No big deal. I mean, you walk in eating Pringles. I ain't never seen you eat Pringles before, but you're getting older, so maybe you got new taste buds or something. I don't know. So my husband walking around with the Pringles can. Cool. Next thing I know, now Boosie has the Pringles can. Where is Boosie with the Pringles can? In the damn bathtub. Now me, in my mom mind, I'm like, oh, the Pringles can is empty because he's playing with it in the bathtub. But why the hell would I think that? With a raggedy ass set of children and a raggedy ass husband who, like, y'all raggedy. And anybody, and I hope Ricardo on here listen, I said you're raggedy, okay? You heard what I said. I hope you down in that precinct looking. Baby, because so I'm like, a little Pringles can. So I'm just going to throw this Pringles can away because, I mean, Boosie play with everything, cups and, so I'm thinking it's no different. So I'm ungloved because, this your house. So you ain't really cleaning up with gloves on unless you getting deep down in the toilet and stuff like that. So, this your house. You like, whatever, girl, So I goes and grabs the Pringle can like, getting ready. I look down in that damn Pringles can. Baby, the way. And the crazy part is, like, instead of, like, squishing it and, trying to, I threw the damn can, and that just pissed me off even more. So the can, because Boosie was eating the damn Pringles in the bathtub. Now, why would Ricardo take food in the bathroom? That's already questionable. Red flags. He had green flags. Moving in fatherhood is making some red flags. I've never you're red flagging. Okay? Fatherhood is causing so many red flags. So mind y'all, when I said this has been weeks ago, the whole time I'm thinking that Boosie just playing with the damn Pringles can, pouring water from one thing to another. I'm not actually thinking that he was eating Pringles in the bathtub and left Pringles, wet Pringles. He was probably dipping in the water, drinking the Pringles, because he do crazy shit like that, right? Yes, you do. You laughing because you know I'm right. So when I looked down in Pringles can, it was damn maggots. Y'all, the way that I lost it, and when I say I was like, oh, and threw the can, like, you, girl. So y'all know. So they did, of course, now they're out the can, because half of them just went. Baby, I called my husband, and I knew, baby, he was in court, and he ain't got no case. Y'all know my husband is a sheriff, so don't think he was in court with some baby mama trying with child support or something. No, he's a sheriff. So he in court, and I'm like, tell the judge you need to call your wife. Like, who am I? The judge like, sir, what is we doing? He's like, I'm on my watch. What you? I said, you and Boosie, little raggedy, fookity, pokity, stickity, stackity, shickity, shackity, shit. I said, you're banned. Y'all are banned. He was like, what is going on? I said, that Pringles can actually had Pringles in it. I'm telling y'all how long ago. He was like, what Pringles can? So I done took a picture. Send.
What Pringles can?
Oh, yeah. I said he didn't eat the Pringles. He was like, oh, I thought he would have ate all them. You know how he liked Pringles, and I thought he would have done smashed all them. I said, at this point, you don't even feed me breakfast in bed, but you giving him breakfast in the bathtub. Make it make sense.
Fish in the couch. I found my blackfish.
At this point, Angie, right now my budget need to be up because y'all trying me. So Boosie is banned. Like I said, I wish I would. I'ma ball your lips up. You don't ask for not a.
I want Pringles.
You're banned from eating. Period. You on a water diet. You're drinking water from here on out, babe.
I'm eating.
Go crunch. Yeah, ice. Water and ice. Crunch that ice. So, needless to say, that deterred me from doing any more cleaning.
Baby Maggie.
So, I said, well, I'd be diggity dog there. I'm sitting up here thinking I done, took the day off and, just do a little light, little boom, da doom, doom, and then ran into some maggots. I was hotter than the firecracker. Hotter. Then to top it off, and Mr. Pest Control, sir, if you see this, I'm so sorry. But you pissed me off today too, sir. All the damn men in the land. You're getting on my nerves today. So I am in the midst of doing that in the bathroom. Now, y'all know I live back here in the Disney Princess land. I ain't nobody back here but me and the animals. So, to my surprise, my dog is like, because y'all know Princess don't play. Before he even turned in the driveway. So I'm like, what's she barking at? So I look out the window, ain't nothing out there. I look on my camera, ain't nothing out there. So I'm like, okay. Princess, what's going on? And I said, now wait a damn minute. So I closed the door. Because I was like, now I don't want nobody running up on me. I don't know if it's an animal or what. Closed the door. Locked it. And then all of a sudden I see on my camera, man pulling up. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, he here to spray. Okay, cool. No worries. So I goes on back to finish wiping up, cleaning up my bathroom. At this point, now it's got to have Lysol, bleach. Now I'm in there choking because I'm spraying everything down. My nose running, my eyes red. And then all of a sudden, I hear him. Hey, how you doing? What? First of all, why you ain't knock? Why are you speaking into the camera? What is... He's speaking into the camera. I'm like, hello?
Mom, I didn't name him. I'm asking them to name him.
So he like, yeah, if you got a few minutes. Like, what the hell going on here? So, now y'all know I'm a Pisces. Baby, our bark is louder than our bite. I be looking at people with the bombastic side eye because why the hell do you need a couple of minutes? What do you need a couple of minutes for? I was like, my husband ain't home. Come back tomorrow. Come back in February. I don't know when to tell you to come back, baby. So I'm like, well, a couple minutes to do what? So he was like, oh, to go over your new. I was like, put your ID up to the camera, because what? He was like, you know me, I'm your main man. Mind y'all, this man comes every time.
Read that from Angelo.
I would have made Boosie and Ricardo clean that. I couldn't have let them maggots stay another second. So,
Spicy day.
So I said, mind you, this is the same guy. I know him, but I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're sweating profusely. Did you? I just told you no. You're not pulling that chair around anywhere. So I'm like, no, I don't know you like that, sir. You're sweating. I don't know if you just wrangled an animal. I don't know what's going on. So he was like, yeah, no, I think you need to, hear this information that I got for you. So I'm like, what the hell? So I'm okay.
No candy.
So I had to go and get some weaponry, cause I don't know what's going on. Like, you don't have an appointment. You're looking cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. I don't know what's going on. Let me gather up a little weaponry, and by weaponry, what I could grab quick was some bubbles that I had. I just felt like I could dash them in his eyeballs. I don't know. I had some bubbles and a heel that I.
Mom, the heel is better.
Bubbles, man. That was what I thought quickly. I just did not know. I got other weaponry right beside my bed. I just didn't know why I grabbed Boosie's bubbles. It was just the weirdest thing to grab. Like,
what did you just grab?
I feel like that would have burned the eyeballs and got some. You would have got hit with that stiletto.
Yes.
So I said, no, ain't he done yet?
I'm not.
I said,
You don't even know what LOL means.
Everything. I know what LOL.
No, I'm asking them.
I said, what's going on? He was like, yeah, I just needed you to know that them raccoons is just really getting bad. I said, yeah.
Mommy. Bubbles, LOL.
I said, yeah, I know. I said, because my husband and my son be fighting them every night. So he was like, yeah, but I mean, they done messed up your HVAC.
Bubbles and him.
Oh man, they messed up my HVAC. He was like, yeah, your HVAC is messed up, and it's like a family. I was like, yeah, it's 3 of them that my husband and my son be fighting every night.
No.
And so,
Aiden don't fight.
So I said, what's up? So he was like, nah, I mean, I just feel like you need to go because they might have rabies, something like that. You need to go and trap them up.
Bubbles? No, so, Bubbles and him.
Who you? Let's go. Get down. Let's go to the bathroom. Because I think you temporarily losing your mind. So he is, excuse me.
I'm not.
So he is like, you not losing your mind? Mm-mm. Yeah, you are a little bit.
I'm Daisy. I can get the comments.
So, so he was like, well, you know, I mean, if you don't want to pay, you know, upwards of $10,000, thank you, Elizabeth.
What? What?
She said she liked my earrings, nosy, rosy, posy. If you don't, you know, I said, well, well, what we got? So he was like, well, I'm going back to the office real quick, and I'm gonna draw up a estimate, and you know, I'm gonna text you. You know, I'm gonna let you know what the estimate is and all that. I'm like, okay, cool, text me, cool. So I proceeds to close the door, and the next thing I know, literally 5 minutes later, he was back in my door with not one other man, but two. I was like,
that's 3 men.
Yeah, three men.
3 men and
I said, what the hell going on here? So I didn't check. I said, are you looking at the camera? Then my husband, I done had the Zoom, Zaria and Carly in. I'm like, y'all need look at this camera. What is going? So my wife was stepping. I said, it ain't no damn Jehovah's Witnesses. I know that. Why did he go back and get 2 more? Like, it was weird to me. Y'all know, just be stuff floating around in my head. So I said, through the camera, I'm like, yeah, what's up? He was like, oh, this is my boss, and this is the other person. And he said, I need you to now mind you, at this point, I didn't got my situation together. I'm getting ready to try to go get my children from school. And he talking about, well, we think that you're gonna need 3 traps. $2,000.
Too many. I'm confused.
Too many. Correct.
I'm confused. Two. That like 2 TWO and TOO. That doesn't make no sense. 2. Like what? Too many? What is this, Mom? Mom.
I don't even know if I should even explain. It's just 2, the number 2, like 2 men, too many. TOO, too many, like too much. Too many.
Two. That's 2 with a
Yeah, that's 2 with a Too many.
2 with a
Get the hell out my damn face. Get down. I don't know. No. Now, y'all already do some different arithmetic. I don't like it. Get out. Go on somewhere. Go on some dang on where. Sip my damn tea. 2. Yes. Now, go ahead. Woo, Tracy, listen. Nothing slide by. Okay, Royal, now you understand what I'm saying. Like, it don't take 3 men to put 3 traps. So I'm like, nah. So mind you, I'm not opening up the door. I'm talking through the thing at this point. I'm like, I said, well, at this point, the raccoons like family.
Mom, excuse me, Mom. Can I get your birthday? It's on 16th.
Okay. Have you ever gone to anybody at your school's birthday parties?
No, but she knew. She knew.
She's new?
Mm-hmm.
She's new to the school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what that got to do with the price of tea in China? It's dead. What that got to do with the price of tea in China?
I never been to a birthday party, and I want to see if my friends show up.
You want to go to the birthday party and investigate if your friends are going to show up.
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you how this.
And it's at the kids' clubhouse.
Okay.
Can we go there?
Okay. Go ask your brother if he's ever gone to somebody's birthday party.
I already know the answer, no.
Oh, you already know the answer? Oh.
But one. His brother's, not mine. The other brother.
Well, siblings' birthdays don't count.
I already know the answer now.
Okay, so as the baby, and Zari and Carly did, and Aiden
That's
hasn't.
not fair, though.
Then why do you think you should make a point? Make your point. Plead your case. Why do you think you only?
It's
only
a costume party.
Why do you think that you're the only one of my children that can go?
Because I'm the youngest.
Oh, you're the youngest, so rules don't apply to you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I'm going. I am going.
You are going.
Mm-hmm. I'm going.
You're telling me you're going.
Uh-huh. And I'm going, and you better not forget. And Mom, when am I trying to get my t-shirts? Can I get the AB Yagen Boat CD and Panda shirt and another Panda hoodie?
When one finger go up, what do that mean?
Mm-hmm.
It means hush. Go like this. Come here, I need to tell you something.
That's coffee.
No, it's not coffee.
What is it?
Go like this. Not to my lips, to yours. Zip your lips up. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna make you go in your room.
Chop, 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 chop.
That ain't how it works.
You can't see me.
Cause what did I tell you? You are not the mama or the daddy.
You can't see me. You can't see me.
You stink. You're so funkified. Boosie has a case.
You can't see me. You can't see me.
Oh, look, saying, listen, I have no clue. No clue, honey. Stop. Don't try to lick me on the low. Move. Come on. Get out. Go get your pajamas. Get out.
But I haven't finished cooking. Cookie time. With peanuts, it's good.
He ain't going no costume party. If they was having a costume party, then they should have had it before November 31st. I've moved on into Thanksgiving mode now.
What do you mean November 31st?
October 31st. Mouth of the South. The costume party should have been before October 31st.
My birthday is in November.
Okay, then she should have had a Friendsgiving.
No. I'm going to that birthday.
Yeah, probably not. No.
Nobody's going to but my siblings to my birthday. So let me go one time. Shall we go?
Okay. Let me tell you how this is gonna work. I tried it one time with you and it didn't work. Yeah, I tried it one time with you. For the record,
When did it?
your siblings are the only ones that ever show up to your birthday party. Right. And I said, you know what? Let me step out on a limb. Okay? Invite people to your birthday and all these things, and then what you do?
Say no.
You acted a monkey damn fool.
No.
You acted foolish.
No. Nobody came to my birthday.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of people there. Facebook, I got it on Facebook. I got a record of it.
I don't remember what.
Yeah, I know you don't remember because you checked out. And guess what happens when you've gone to your, not even a sibling's birthday. Sibling birthday is fine. But guess what happened like the other week when you went to your cousin's birthday? What happened when you went to your cousin's birthday? Exactly. Because you check out and then you don't want to be around anybody but me or your dad. You did not want to engage with the other little children. You did not want to engage with the entertainment. You didn't want to eat the pizza. You didn't want to eat none of the cupcakes. Then at the end, you wanted me to grab your items.
Because I my medicine.
Do he like this little girl?
No.
Yeah. Boosie said he was younger. He probably do like this little gal.
I do not.
Yeah, the laughing says otherwise. He like her because he laughing too much. Why are you laughing in my face? I'm just looking.
No, you're not. Your body's not.
My body language.
Yeah, your body.
So he probably do like this little girl. This little gal. Okay.
I do not.
And so no, okay. Somebody said, is there a reason why your kids don't get to go to other children's birthday parties? Yes and no. So Boosie's 7. So I'm the
quiet one in the class.
Zaria didn't want to go to anybody's birthdays. Zaria was like Princeton. First of all, Zaria's an extreme homebody. Like, and Zaria's talked about this on Raising Coaches before. So Zaria had extreme anxiety. Y'all know my baby was diagnosed with cancer when she was 4 years old. Mm-hmm. She struggled with that for a year and a half in the hospitals, chemotherapy, lumpectomy, all this stuff. So as a result of the trauma, she stopped talking. Literally, she was talking fine before she went through the process. Then all of a sudden she stopped talking altogether. She went mute. And then once she came back to talking through all of the rehabilitation and all of this stuff, she sounded like Mushmouth from the Cosby Show. The Rugrats, the Cosby Show. So she would just be like, the Cosby Kid. So she would sound like a W, like my baby didn't sound like that. So she was very traumatized. And after going through therapy and stuff like that, like found out about, and the reason why she was traumatized, she stopped wanting to hang, like she never really wanted to be around people. And for the first, that, 4 or 5 is like that critical time where they learn socialization skills. And because she was in the hospital, so like she didn't really have that critical, go get your pajamas. She didn't really get that critical foundation at that point. Like she didn't, and then she started to develop, OCD because of her anxiety, and panic disorder, like all these things at 5.5, 6 years old. And so because it was so extreme, she barely could be anywhere. Like Zaria barely could be anywhere because it was so extreme, to the point where it made me sick. Like her disorder was affecting me to the point where I was anxious and depressed. And I really didn't know which way to turn, what to do. And prior to, when Zaria was going through all that, I was not a therapist yet. So like, I was just, really not really understanding what was going on. Yes, I am. Thank you for recognizing that, because I'm never working in court and you have never worked. Go grab your pajamas. That's my 30th time saying that. I won't say it again. You're gonna start losing privileges. And so Zaria just never wanted to go to birthday parties. Now keep in mind, I was a mom of one for 11 years. Zaria was the only child for 11 years. And for 11 years, Zaria, she couldn't go because she was so sickly and then the mental health, and then she just didn't want to. And so for 11 years, it was just very, like, it was just her. And not only was Zari the only child, she was the only grandchild, the only niece, the only great grandgirl. So it was just like super small. So like, it was just every birthday party was just really about her. You know, it was just, and so with Boosie, somebody asked, was he on the spectrum? No, we did get him tested because by now, of course, you know, by the time he came along, I am a therapist at this point. So I started to see overlapping similarities with people that have autism, or children that had been diagnosed with autism, but I didn't really know a lot about sensory processing disorder. I had never really worked with children. And so that was not something I had in my mind until we took him to the doctor, and he was diagnosed with that and was not diagnosed with autism. So it was a lot of things that kids with autism do that he wasn't doing, but then there's other things that do overlap.
Excuse me, Mommy. I didn't have my hammer.
Worry about your pajamas.
Not underwear.
Go get your pajamas. And so, now keep in mind this, you have to also know your children, right? So as far as with my children, going to birthday parties, like Zari 11, Carly come along, she's 11, and now Carly just become, you know, Zari is her like only friend at this point. So they birthday partied together. It was like, oh, girls sleepover, you know. Carly was a very shy child. She, if you put her in a social situation, she would just almost throw up. Like, she was very shy. So it worked out for them too. Like, Zari wasn't like a shy person. She just didn't want to be bothered. And so it worked out for Carly and Zari because Carly could have a friend and Zari could have a friend, but they didn't have to do too much with each other.
Chasing me with a short in his hand.
Get in the bathtub.
Trying to hurt me.
Go get in the bathtub. No, you're not. You're going to get in the bathtub because you're done at this point. Get in the bathtub. Too bad. Get in the bathtub. Whatever you don't have, too bad. You had an opportunity to get it. Get in the bathtub. Baby, you can go as high as an octave. Sound like Mariah Carey. Get in the bathtub. At this point, you're done. But yeah, now. With Aiden, because Aiden came, you know, Aiden had birthday parties where his siblings and everybody was invited, but Aiden was in foster care. So I couldn't, you know, it's different. You have to, everything have to be approved. And, you know, Aiden was in foster care for 2 years. And so the first 2 birthdays, you know, everything, oh no, you can't invite these people. You can't let people know that he a foster child. You can't let people know this. You can't let people know that. So, you know, I know that when Boosie says it, it's, you know, sometimes people like, dang, she real strict, or helicopter mama, or dang, her kids ain't even never have an opportunity for other kids to go to a birthday party. You know, so I know how that might sound, but you know, when this is why a lot of times we have to communicate with people and understand where people are coming from, and you know, not saying that the person that said something jumped to conclusions. No, because she wasn't. She was really kind when she asked the question. But a lot of times people do. But knowing your children and your situation, and you know, sometimes you do get like weird, like dang. I mean, I invite him to he don't come or that, but I had to You know, I was very restricted in certain things that I could do with Boosie and Aiden because they were in foster care. Yeah, probably so. Like, have them all crazy. The time change be messing with everybody, don't it? Child, you can't do a celebration here. You can't invite this person. You can't invite, baby. The way foster care is set up, you can barely do anything without just saying forget it. Because it's like, dang, the social worker got to approve this. They got to approve that. They got to approve this person. And they got to approve. And you like, okay, by the time they do all this, we ain't going to even be able to plan the darn party. Crystal. And then now that's another thing. Yeah, you never know now. And nowadays, you just never know. I mean, really, I don't think we ever, even back in the day, we could have known what anybody had going on in their houses, right? But I mean, honey, people are cuckoo. So now you just really just don't know. And I just feel like the older they get, and see, last year Aiden had he had a birthday party and had several friends come over, which was the first time that happened. Because typically, Aiden birthday is in December, and so we just pick up and go. But I know that my children want to spend time with their friends. Especially the older they get, the teenagers, they do want to spend time with want to spend time with friends. You gotta know your children at a corn. Parents always stay at parties or have the option. Yeah, I like that too. I like, you can just drop them off. And I'm like, I'm one of those parents that I'll sit in the car. Like, baby, you can't spend no night. I don't want to just drop you off. But let me sit in the car so I can be right here. And when you're done, just come on, get on in the car. And then me and my children, we have, a safe word code, and, Zari and them have a text. Zari and Carly also have a text code. And then we also got some stuff that we worked out just in case they want to leave somewhere or they got something going on. They stuck. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Your mama got ya. I'm like that. I'll take a nap and wait. Right. I'll take a little nappy and wait, child. Because that's exactly what can happen. 3 cans short of a 6-pack. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate your entire ministry. Thank y'all for the stars. I appreciate that. But yeah. Precious, no matter what, mama is coming. Do you hear me? I know that's right. Mama said she gonna be there. Mama is going to come. Oh, sorry. I was going back. Go Tractor Supply and get some. Oh, I can go to Tractor Supply and get my own traps. And then what? So then they go in there, and then what we got to do with them? Honey, they just going to be staring, looking at me for 2 years. Now I got to feed them like a pet. Because what we got to do with it after? Thank you, Desiree Marie. Well, I'm going to have to take them somewhere and drop them off. I don't know. So we've tried the animal thing called an animal service. Like, they charge around here. They don't just come and pick, like, no wildlife. Like, I don't know if we outside the county. I don't know what's going on. But anytime somebody come back here and I call them for something, unless the person has unless the animal they know is rabbit or something, then they want to charge too. So, no. I don't know if I go and get my own traps. See, I don't think I can do that. Oh, I did get sidetracked, didn't I? Every time my children come in here, they be on some BS, and then next thing you know, I done went from talking about this to talking about something else. And sorry, I'm so sorry. And now I gotta make a long story short, and to kind of put a bow on the whole situation, I asked Princeton. So if y'all just join it, or joined in the middle, or joined as my children were coming in at the beginning of the live, I was talking about Boosie being called the N-word by a person on here, and then was called the N-word by, a family member a time or two. And baby, that story never got finished. And not to be mean or anything like that. It was just that, that they got. So anyway, I had asked Boosie, had he ever, when he was called that in person, what did I know? So terrible. What I can't turn the phone around because my baby naked. But I can see him. Yeah, I can see him. I can see him in the back. And so anyway, he said yes, and he repeated it. And you think you black with your braid? What? And so I said, well, that's you can't say that, and I don't want people saying it to you. And he understood, but then wanted to know, like, well, my cousin, and that'd be the problem. To do what? It's right there. Please clean it out when you finish. Child, my kids, I told y'all, my children be around here like Baywatch, but act like I gotta cover up like a nun. I don't know. Aiden think that since he got muscles, no shirt fit properly, except for a muscle shirt that he be wanting to wear to school. And I'm like, you're not wearing no muscle shirt to school. But yeah. So anyway, he was like, well, he said something about his cousin, another cousin, like a little smaller cousin, that this group of older teenage cousins also have referred to that little cousin, and we don't say anything, or we haven't said anything. And so I didn't tell him it's because his other little cousins are black. I told him because I can't say anything when it don't come to, when those are not my children. So whether they're your cousins or not, those are not my children. I can only say something to you because you're my child. And so, he in that phase of trying to already understand, like, which is one of the things about a transracially adoptive parent, being a transracially adoptive parent, or just being a child of a different race in a family. Even though Boosie is a part of the culture, Boosie is a part of Black culture, and people are not going to understand that. People on the internet that argue with me back and forth, up and down all day long, and I don't care what they say. He is not appropriating, he is assimilating. His parents are Black. His siblings are either biracial or Black. His main family is Black, and then you have your biological family. So we have to make sure that we're understanding race, ethnicity, culture, heritage. Like, yeah, a person can be this, and they can also be this, and they can also be that, and so if you grow up, if he's grown up and this is all that he knows, and let's be very clear, because I think sometimes people even have that misconstrued, right? They have things like this misconstrued, that, oh, you trying to teach him to be Black, or you want him to be Black. he's just like if a black child grows up in a predominantly Caucasian family, people, oh, you tongue lying, you ain't white. No, you grow up with your family and whatever their culture is and I'm not talking about culture on a larger scale. Like, we have a culture within our household. Like I have we have a Jones Baldwin culture that just belongs to us, right? And then we are part of a larger culture, which is, Black culture. And then we could even be a part of a larger culture, which is American culture. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can have subsets of culture that you're a part of. And I really think people just really don't understand it. And it just be, honey, that stuff be messing people up left and right. But because what happens is typically people connect culture with race and people get ate up every time by that. And unfortunately, you cannot always attach culture to race because, case in point, my son or, other children that are in transracially adoptive families or biological children who are biracial and they experience both cultures. And so, you, at this point, even in that, your children still have questions. They still try to figure out like, okay, well, I mean, I'm a part of this culture, but why is it certain things that I can do and certain things I can't do, and that's where we are right now. That's where I am right now. I'm like, I mean, even the little cousins, 9, 10 years old, they might say it, or he might hear them say it, especially if they just shooting the breeze outside playing, throwing the basketball or something, or, one of him and his little cousins play football together or baseball together. And then, and it's just like, yeah, I cannot police what other people allow their children to say or do. Like, I can't police that. I can only ask as a courtesy to my family. And they've been, especially the older generation of my family have been wonderful, but then the younger generation is like, you try. And so, he is not, he don't really understand what it is, what it really means. Besides what I've told him about the word. And so, he like, well, why did such and such cousin say it? And I'm like, so then you have to sit and be like, oh, well, it's this, you say it with just the A and then you say it with the hard R and you can't. And I mean, at 7, it's just too much. It's too much for him to be trying to process and take in. And then, I just be like, well, the simple answer is, do you hear your mama say it? Do you hear your daddy say it? Do you hear your siblings say it? Okay. Well, then it's just the word we don't use. And so that's just that on that, and as the older he get, the more I will be able to break it down. Now, the other part that you deal with in your family, and then people deal with this in subsets of cultures when people live in certain areas together or certain neighborhoods together. You might have a predominantly white household, predominantly black household, predominantly Latino household, and they all grow up in the same area together, and they've been living on the same block for 20 years, and their kids grew up like cousins. While they're all different races, they are in a subset of a culture. And then what happens, your culture start to mix, and then next thing you know, the Latina is saying the N-word, and it's allowed on their subset. And then next thing you know, that they leave the subset because now they're 20 and they're going and exploring the world. And then next thing you know, they say it, and then other people don't understand, like, what the hell? Or, what? And, oh, my black friend back at home. Okay, well, baby, you're not finna say it here. So I don't want that to be my son's story. I want to go on start him early because I'm not getting ready to tussle with anybody. He not getting ready to tussle with anybody about his culture. He said what he said. He is what he is. But I'm also not getting ready to allow him to say something that's going to set him up in the future. oh, because you know his uncles or it's all right. He in a black family. It don't matter. It don't matter. You don't know what type of tussle's gonna happen in the future. My son just randomly at 15 chilling with some homeboys up at the schoolhouse, and next thing you know, you're like, oh yeah, blah, blah. And then the little boys looking at him like, oh, wait a minute, because I mean you cool, but I just really don't have time, for that. But I mean, I see how blurred lines can have people when people aren't checked when they're younger, because you just feel like, oh, these are my neighbors. We cool. We didn't grow up together for 25 plus years, and our kids are like cousins. And you let your cousins say derogatory terms toward and the black culture. Black people don't the only people that have derogatory terms. There are derogatory terms toward white people, derogatory terms toward Asian people and Latino people. It is a lot of derogatory terms to go around. Okay, it's enough to go around for everybody. And so what happens is when you have a mixture of people in one area and they're allowing you to say what you say in your household to each other, then it gets kind of messy, because they'll take that out into the world. And because they feel like their way is the only way, like my way is right because I've grown up like this. But no, two things can be true at one time. You did grow up like this, but it's not correct. So people, you have to change your thinking. Now you have to, figure out, well, dang, why was it okay for these people? And why no, I'm just going to nip it in the bud right now. Why he younger, so that it won't even be a problem when he get older. But then what happens is, because people on this app, they get comfortable and they feel like, oh, it's cool for me to say it on here because I think she gonna be cool with it. And no, because he's just it. Now I'm tell y'all now, what happens in them basketball locker rooms when he get older, it ain't gonna be, kids do what they want to do. I mean, they get 14, 15 years old and he playing ball with some people and whatever they allow. And, and I hope that never comes to, but then teenagers, they start experimenting, doing all kind of crazy stuff, and I'm not putting that on my son. I don't want to say what can happen in the future. We'll cross that bridge if we get there. But I would hope that, by us nipping it in the bud as a immediate family and just not even saying it at all. And, he might hear it sometimes out, but it's not a constant thing that he hears all the time because he with us all the time. So he's not hearing it. Even my mom and my daddy, my sisters, they're not. So he's not hearing it, but don't go to a family reunion. Don't go to a little family reunion or a little family night out over babies. And so it's, he bound to hear it is what I'm saying. It's inevitable. It just is what is inevitable, And so I just got to teach him that, it's a lot of things that you're going to hear in life, in your family and outside of your family. But that don't mean you repeat it, and that don't mean it's okay. So yeah, honey, that's what. Yes, honey. Grew up in an area where I was a lot of friends, best friends still. Yeah. I wouldn't either. Not, intentionally just pull up to my daughter's middle school and they out, listen, Sierra. I mean, middle school, they be in there doing and saying all kind of stuff. Child, I just be wanting to tell me, shut up. Touch that. Boosie, are you going to wash your hair? Huh? Boosie. He finna get. Wash your hair. he got that phone on now. And now he in there watching that darn, y'all look at this. This is the theme of the birthday party that he want to go to. I might dress up as Sally. Oh, Lordy. Well, Aiden, did you clean out my vacuum cleaner? Huh? Why they act like that? Wash your hair. You heard me. Turn that thing down. That's what I said. Ain't that a little late on the thing? I just feel like, or look, well, this is Nightmare Before Christmas. So technically, I mean, they might be a little early. Look, I'm already trying to crash a little 7-year-old's birthday party. Ain't that something? Just ain't right. I'm just not right. Well, anyway, y'all, have a good and blessed night. Have a good and blessed night. Bye, y'all.